gym will be closed, pubs will be closed, but you know, I suspect people are still going to mix houses, people are going to still live like
well, it's a good chance to get some work done, like, you know, there's no distractions.
It's not what I have expected for this kind of, you know, studying abroad.
I think easier to deal with because you've been through it already, and I think being in Bristol will mean that it's easier, whereas last time I was at home.
So I don't think that the university give us a lot of support because we can't get the free food.
I think they're trying to do their best.
They don't really have that much of a clue what to do, but I don't think anyone would really, but I think it is quite hard.
I think they've been fairly supportive. I got moved into online classes and it took me a while to get moved back in person. But I feel like the uni's been quite supportive as a whole.
The government has been terrible at like communicating, so I think that's not the university's fault.
I've been through the first lockdown and I know how to handle my routine daily and like keep myself sane some way, so no, I'm not too worried about it.
Do you think that maybe more could have been done for mental health provisions? I mean, for us personally, we've been okay, but I understand that for people suffering from like mental health problems, it definitely would be really difficult for them, especially if you're in halls as well.
I think, yeah, probably the biggest concern is like students' mental health as well, when they're not able to meet up with people, and yeah, especially when we're getting darker, there's not much we can do outside. We're getting colder as well.
Some people live in a house of 10 or whatever. Yeah, I don't want to vouch for them, but you know, there's 10 of them. They've got 10 mates, but you know, people that only live like 2 or 3, they can't really see other mates and stuff. So yeah, I do worry about that.
There's definitely benefits to having a house, being able to, you know, interact with people daily, have your own room still. I quite enjoy being in a house during this time.
Yeah, being first year would be dreadful.
I couldn't imagine being in first year in this situation.
I wouldn't have come to uni, I don't think, because it's just like
awful.
The social side is just quite messed up. You can't really. It's not the same uni experience as what we probably would have.
Yeah. You're just stuck in halls. It's really rubbish.
I think it's really needed to do this break, to at least to control the virus. So probably at least 1 month will be good for it.
I think if it's just November, it's probably better. But if it carries on into December, I think it'll possibly be quite frustrating. Yeah.
I guess I'll just keep doing what I've done in Italy, so I just follow the rules as much as I can.
I think we think it would be quite fun to stay in uni for Christmas.
But I think that's us as people. I think a lot of people would really struggle if we didn't go home Christmas.
I would look at the condition after the lockdown and to see whether the lockdown really have some effect on the COVID-19, or the things is the things is really getting better.
I think students haven't abided by the rules so far, and I think people will mix. It will just be a lot more low-key. People will be more careful, but I don't think students are too worried as a whole, especially the people I know.
I don't think we'll have much time to actually do too much.
It'd be nice to go to the Berkeley, have a couple drinks, you know, pretend like life is normal again, and hopefully it is something more normal than what we're dealing with now.
Being able to go to people's houses and socialise and feel like you can just do that naturally and that's not a problem. Like every time you go out now, I think it's just, you feel just really guilty and awkward.
So with the gym closing, like there's not really much for me to do like during the day. So yeah, that's why I thought it'd be better if I went home.
So if it's getting better, maybe I will consider to have a trip to Scotland, because I have some friends in Edinburgh.